Mondo's elite notification squad today to keep me out of a job in necromancy. What's up, everyone? For Halloween, I've decided to cover Void Beast Volume 1, written by Matthew Jones and Stephanie Kuklish, and featuring the art of Francis Martellino. As always, links can be found in the description. If you want to give Matthew a follow on Twitter and Instagram, I'd greatly appreciate it. This series is also available on Amazon in both physical and digital formats, so if you want to support the creators, go check that out as well. Long ago, wars raged across the land, leaving few surviving humans, and a race of zombies plagued by chemical warfare. Takeo Johnson is one of the last remaining werewolf shifters in his city, and as the terror rains down, his powers grow stronger. TJ, the lone wolf, looks on as recent kidnappings take away the last remaining illusion for safety of the human species. His father is his only ally, and though unable to shift due to injuries sustained during the Great War, together they search for answers. TJ communicates with his father that he's found another girl, right where the others were found. It looks like whatever this monster is, he left her to die. TJ hears his dad say the words "stay back," and there's something important he needs to tell him. But simultaneously, the girl tries to sputter out a few syllables, eventually saying the name Gutierrez. Informing his dad he now knows the name of the person responsible, his father falls silent. Before shouting for TJ to help, taking off, he quickly gets back to the house, but there's someone other than his father waiting for him. The woman gets away as TJ makes his way to his dad, who is covered in blood. With his final breath, he tells his son, "Look for Gutierrez. He has her," as his eyes close. TJ's power envelops him at the sight of his father's murder. With his death, he has inherited the powers his father carried in life. Now, with more questions than answers, he can only think of the person responsible for this. With the son's arrival, his revenge began to boil in his chest as he gazes through clippings of newspaper scattered on his desk, knowing there must be more clues out there involving the death of these girls. As he makes his way back, he spots the girl from the previous night. This time transforming, she proves incredibly agile considering the size of her elbow pads, even connecting on one of her several shots. Believing she's got TJ dead in the headlights, he surprises her with his right claw, getting mostly tree bark but still wounding her. Then he's able to snatch her into the air. Grabbing at her throat, he demands to know who she is. Gasping for air, she's able to make out the name Senia. Takeo then asks why she killed his father. But before he can get an answer, it seems Senia's tricks haven't found an end, as she fires a bullet through TJ's right wrist. But upon breaking free, she simply says he knew too much. TJ turns back into his normal human self, as Senia, for whatever reason, spares his life before taking off. Not to be outdone, however, he follows close behind, coming up on some kind of compound. Trying to find a way in, he spots a girl in the window, who appears to be a medical patient of some kind, riddled with small wounds and bloodstains. TJ says to himself, "I'll save you, and watch that doctor die as I do." Alas, the day would not come immediately. Days passed as TJ prepared for his rescue mission, but even the zombies roaming the streets couldn't keep him from the compound. As he sits at what appears to be a holiday-set dinner table, he mutters that tomorrow will be the night he makes his move. With the snow accumulating, he makes his way back to do some reconnaissance. Upon getting closer, he spots what seems to be several soldiers. Peering through binoculars, he says aloud, "Denise Jacobs, the last human girl in the city." But as we get a closer look, that statement may take on a new tense, as she's looking more dead than alive, leaving TJ to wonder what they've done to her. He quickly fuels up on food before heading out. Taking some back alleys and shimmying through an air vent, he hears a conversation taking place involving a familiar voice. The girl from earlier is talking to a man that can be best described as having a slumlord-like appearance. Senia goes on about needing a new suit, as the current one will only get her killed. After all, dressing sexy maybe isn't the smartest thing to do with hungry zombies lurking everywhere. But the slumlord couldn't care less and calls her grievance nonsense. Dropping from the vent, TJ thinks that couldn't have gone easier. But from behind him, he hears somebody say, "Tisk, tisk." Naturally, it's Senia, and she has a few soldiers with her. "Silly dog," she jeers, questioning if he really thought they were that stupid. Not long later, TJ awakes, finding himself suspended from the ceiling in chains. Continuing her taunting, Senia mocks, "Aw, is the puppy hurt? Don't worry, it gets worse," exposing a scalpel. When Slumlord comes in demanding her stop, TJ isn't her toy. Then it's revealed that he's the doctor that's been kidnapping these girls. TJ growls, demanding to know why he's torturing all these women. Then, quite candidly, the doctor explains that these girls were supposed to save everyone from the Z-virus, but they failed, so they must be disposed of. Barking that they have no right to hurt these people, it seems his specimen has awoken. showing super strength and breaking from her chains. She wraps her arms around the doctor's neck as Senya screams for her to leave him alone. She runs to his aid, but it's too late as the woman snaps his neck. Everyone looks on in horror as guards enter the room, ordering them to kill her. The creature dodges countless bullets before Senya snarls that she'll do it herself. Firmly obtaining the upper hand, the girl holds the gun to Senya's face. With everyone in the immediate area dealt with, TJ tells the girl to hurry as more will be coming for him. But ignoring him, she runs out of the room and out of the compound, gazing out the window without even a chance to thank her. All TJ can do is think, until we meet again. Weeks later, TJ was left to sort out his new powers, alone. But they were completely out of control, and the ability to create black holes had become his obsession. While powerful, he's yet to find a way to close them manually. Not much later, while meditating, he hears a voice in his head whispering that he may be able to help. Jumping up terrified, he asks the voice who they are, and he tells him that he was a friend of his father's, directing him to a nearby cemetery. We're introduced to Wagner, as he explains that he's come to help, inviting TJ in for coffee. He saw what Gutierrez did to him, and would like to invite the young man to train at a special facility for their kind. Snapping, TJ yells that he could have used this help during this entire ordeal, so why should he go with him now? Because you're a void beast. With the zombies acting strange, Wagner and his crew decided it was time to form a pack and start training. Knowing he needs further control over his powers, TJ tells the man he's in. Traveling in a box truck, TJ spots some wolves running along the road, asking Wagner why he can't hear them. The old-timer explains it's because they don't trust him, yet. Arriving at the community, he introduces TJ to the leaders, Rex and Kyra. For whatever reason, Rex gets all huffy and stumbles away, but Kyra reassures TJ not to worry about him, going on to say they all knew his dad, which causes TJ to get all huffy and stumble away. That's when Wagner connects him with Kaio. Showing him around, Kaio explains how things go here. Dinner at 6, training when the moon's out, and eventually they make their way to TJ's room, who mutters, "quaint," tongue-in-cheek. Kaio then informs him he'll be assigned a job soon. TJ moves the conversation, asking if that Rex guy is always such a hard ass. Kaio can only laugh at this question, saying, "Yeah, but between you and me, your dad saved him in the war and he kinda has it out for you because of it." With that, Kaio exits. Time passes and TJ gets a couple awkward glances from the others. Outside, Kyra introduces him to McKenna, who's gonna prep Kaio for the fight, so TJ will be with her. Wagner shouts from above that there will be no human training today, commanding everyone to take their wolf forms and begin. Upon unleashing the black hole, TJ is taken down by Rex, scolding him.
"You will learn to control your powers, or I'll do it for you."
Then calling Kaio and Blaze to face off against each other. Before another blow can be landed, Rex declares this fight over, with Blaze the winner. Heading back in for the night, Wagner tells TJ to meet him in the woods outside of his room. Without much time, he tells TJ that tomorrow he will fight. But TJ has reservations against this, being new and all. Wagner reiterates that TJ is a void beast, further stating that Rex believes if he eats TJ's heart out, he will obtain his powers, believing he's up to something. Making light of the situation, Wagner grabs TJ, yelling that this is not a joke, and he must win that fight by any means necessary. As the old-timer walks away, TJ has one question: what makes a void beast so special? But this leaves Wagner confused on why his father never told him. But all TJ knows is that they came from powerful wolves. Elaborating on the subject, void beasts come from the void realm, which has been here since the beginning of time. Some say TJ's family protected what was in the darkness before the earth was even formed. TJ then grubs up with Kaio, and not long later, we find ourselves back at the arena. Rex bellows to the group that it's time to have some fun with their newbie, calling upon TJ, just as Wagner said he would, but not to fight himself, but another warrior named Torrent. Getting caught off guard, it seems one of Torrent's special powers allows him to have super fast speed for only short periods. Figuring to even out the playing field, TJ breaks out the black hole early. Knowing from their previous session, Torrent has a great fear of it. Fooling him, TJ uses it only as a distraction. With a savage blow, Rex stops the fight, returning the attack by slashing TJ. Kaio jumps in and quickly heals him, his special ability. Rex fiercely eyes down the two of them, as Torrent lies bleeding on the ground, before muttering,
I guess I'll just kill you myself. And all your little friends.
Rex sends dozens of other wolves to attack the camp and kill everybody. This must be what Wagner was talking about. The previous attack has caused TJ's feet to become frozen to the ground, but is saved by Kyra. She then shouts for Kaio to get TJ out of there, as he needs to be healed yet again. While worried for Kyra's safety, Kaio assures him that she's not the leader for nothing. While healing, the wolf from earlier charges back for revenge as Kyra yells for Kaio to hurry up. Then, Rex sneaks up on the both of them. Now fully healed, TJ charges the black hole. Though TJ wants to finish this now, Kaio grabs him saying they have to get out of here. As some others rush in, Blaze yells for the two of them to get down. With her to hold off the others, she tells them to go. Wagner comes along to help TJ to his feet. In the distance, he can still see Rex staring back at him. Wagner barks to just let him go, but ignoring him, TJ tells them to get to his house. He won't be far behind, walking back into the fray.
I'm not done with you. By the end, you will join your father.
But TJ looks forward to this day, both of them vowing revenge. After the survivors make their way to TJ's home, they go through all their P's and Q's about setting up here for the time being. Wagner even compliments the young man, calling him a true warrior, but warns him to be wary, as revenge will only darken one's heart. TJ then heads to the basement and is seen flipping through a hardcover book. Clopping it shut, he mutters to himself, "You're still looking out for me, Dad. And I will meet you again soon, Rex. And when I do, there will be hell to pay." And that was Void Beast Volume 1. Once again, it's available in multiple formats on Amazon, and I'm expecting plenty more of this series to be had. Matthew and I had made plans months ago to team up to make this video, so it's been great to finally have the opportunity to make that happen. So please go follow him on Twitter and Instagram, using the links in the description, and happy Halloween! If you like this kind of video, maybe we can make MondoCool more of a thing in 2020. But you guys take care, thank you so much for supporting the indie community, and I will catch you next time.